Okay, right. Let's. All right. Hey, everybody, how are you doing tonight? You know, this is not a normal time, but and I'm in a pickle tonight. So yes, hopefully good. How's it going? Pickles on the menu tonight, I guess. I've tried these before. They got the pickle balls. It's the hot version. Pop up. Surprise. It says pickles. Oh, hey, new game. Hey, pickleball. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Who knows? So yeah, just seeing what you're filtering in. All right. So I got some. Well, I got one new thing. See it? I got this, but I'm not real happy with it. So that wasn't quite what I wanted. They didn't. Yes, but they're pickles. I've done a review on these before. They're dill pickle corn puffs. Vlasic. Flip this. There's no cheese. Ones. Yeah, I did it. Search for snacks, classic pickle balls, and a pickle in a pouch. What was the other one? A chum. Some other ones. May have even pickles. Who knows? Guys. And yes, always saw a lot of different ones. I've seen mostly this one I found in the grocery store, but I think they've just kind of taken away the characters or whatever. I've also actually tried the pickle popsicle push pop kind of things that are in the plastic, and you freeze it and it's not sweet. Yeah, these pickle, good old pickleball. Tastes like pickles. Dill pickle briny. A little bit sour, like a regular pickle. Nice size bite nuggets. Now I've seen other ones, the Cheetos, and I've had like, I think the dill pickle Lays, the new one, and apparently they have dill pickle ramen. I will have to look for that one. I think it just came out. But no, I just it just I happen to pickle theme. But I've had pickled jelly beans, Well, that was last week, I think. Papa John's cheddar crust pizza. Now I know I'm aware that the and also I finally did the Fire King How to Train Your Dragon. Striving to be healthy tonight. Striving. It's called Strive. This is not energy drink. Perfect peach. They call it like the fizzy water where it's like all the different flavors, but this is all natural. So um I do have, and what did I just see? Someone's put out Taco Bell just put refreshers that you can get a can of Red Bull and then add it to other stuff. But I think now Taco Bell is doing the adding 250, $3. Yes. But yeah. But anyway, yeah. All kinds of different stuff. This is wildflower honey. The recovery. Um, it goes along with the pickleball. Coming up. They do have I think that I heard flame. I heard they were putting them out again, but I think they may have sold out. Maybe they'll bring them back. I don't know. Dill pickle seems to be all the rage right now. Chips, um, drinks, different flavors. I think I've even heard some round of drinks and different stuff. And they have fried pickles and all kinds of weird items. So, but stay tuned, guys. Lots of different stuff. So I'm gonna try and open this one. I don't like getting the. Whoa, this I could smell it already. Smell the heat. There we go. Yes, this one's the dill pickle, and this is the hot one. I can smell the heat. Dill pickle in a pouch. Whoa. Okay, it is spicy. And briny. So, yeah, definitely. They're one of the better pickles. I know Clausen and Vlasic tend to be the leaders in that one, but or if you go to like the deli and they have them in the jar, you can get those as well. I remember that. Sometimes they'd have like a big vat of pickles. I remember I used to go to the fair, which is actually, I found out we have a county fair, and it just started this last weekend. So I think it's now through 4th of July weekend. But I'm not planning on going there. It's a whole lot of walking and pretty expensive. Last time I went many years ago, it was like $12 to get in, and then you had to pay all the different foods and stuff were really expensive. And they were always trying to sell you gadgets and stuff. They had different food stands. I think I can actually go to their website and you can see all the different food stands and what ones they offer, where it's located in the park. They're also doing a concert series. I haven't read who is going to be at the concert, but now I found out you have to pay separately for a ticket to go watch the concert. Before, when I actually worked at the fair one year back in the 80s. I was sweeping up all the different exhibit halls and stuff like that, and I had to work every day. I think it was only like about 15 or 16, and I had to work like 16 days straight, no breaks. So I got on any of the rides or anything like that because by the end of the day I was tired and I wanted to go home. So, but I stayed off around and checked it out. But it was a different time. Back then they had all the um, exhibits when you used to go down there, and they had the spiels and all. What when I went, I'm trying to remember who was it. Um, they had a group called, I don't even know if they're around anymore. I think they've been gone many years. Eddie and the Tide, and I think Chris Christopherson was there. I actually had to go help clean up his instruments. Chris Christopherson, Eddie. Well, they had a tribute to Rod Stewart. I remember that. And what else did they have? Some of the other people. They were like kind of lesser known one. I think, but this was like I said back in the '80s, so it's been been quite a while. And so I just remember seeing. I'd have to check the lineup. I'm not sure who's actually at the fair this year, but I don't know. Not particularly in the middle of the summertime and like in the middle of July, and it was super hot. And I know that they used to have the when you were there like in the beginning of July, they had the cooling tents and the misting tents, and people would sit down and cool off. And then they had like in the carnival part, they had the cooling stations where they would do the mist, and then you'd be there because it was super hot, and most of it was like blacktop, and so. But I'm not planning on going there. You have to spend a fortune, and you don't get much. So, but I think that's the thing right now. Different back in the day, all the Wonder Cleaners and all that stuff. Not so much anymore. And what is it? I remember back cake and like chocolate milk, and the cake was like a quarter, and I think chocolate milk was like a quarter of a slice of cake, and now I don't even know. It's probably like $5 or $6 probably for a slice, and a couple bucks, $3, $4 for a soda or milk, I guess. But yeah, that's many, many years ago. The prices have gone way up. I remember going there the one time, and this was probably what, like 2000, 2005 or 6 or something like that. And I think I went and I ended up getting like, uh, it was like a barbecue sandwich, little tiny piece of corn and a soda, and it was like $18. And it was ridiculous. Things prices of that used to go way up, and then they'd have like the beef jerky and the big dill pickles and the frozen banana on a stick. The one thing I would go there to try and find, I don't know if they still have it. I cannot find it online anymore. I think they've actually really stopped producing it. Is the pink popcorn? You used to get that at the circus. You used to get that at carnivals and the yeah. And he picked a pack of pickleballs and a pickle in a pouch. I got my pouch and my. Okay, no, I'm not going there. But pickleballs, yes. And if you really want to get weird, I've even got blue pickles. Is a blue pickle. So yes, they've got all kinds of pickle. They have pickle sickles too. I don't know if you guys play pickleball. Do you play? I don't know. Ultimate frisbee is not so much anymore. They used to be, or disc golf. I think is the I never played that, and I never about it. Wiffle ball, remember that. But right now, but yeah, definitely there's all kinds of pickles out there. Pickle flavors and pickle flavored English. One time. Yeah, this one's actually, it's actually Warhead's pickle, sour blue raspberry. But that's different. Actually, there is another received it yet, so stay tuned. But yeah, that wasn't bad. $2.50 for a little soft serve. I mean, the pieces in there were, I mean, red and or green and chocolate pieces. It was okay, soft serve. It wasn't too bad. I wasn't real impressed with the Whopper. It didn't really change anything. It was just a different colored bun. But I know there's a lot of controversy over that soaring strawberry lemonade. Basically, it's the cup. You're paying a premium for a How to Train Your Dragon cup. And the strawberry lemonade was just I guess a bonus. I actually started watching How to Train Your Dragon and got a little ways through it. I'll finish it later. But yeah, that's a live version of the cartoonish, I guess, thing. out now. So, or you can go to Popeyes and get yourself some wraps. And boy, they screwed it up. It just has dragons on it. It has a flying dragon and it has all the little characters from How to Train Your Dragon. And strawberry lemonade. You know, look at McDonald's. They put out those plastic cups and everybody went crazy for them and they sold out. It was the same food. It was just a cup. The Minecraft meal, same stuff. Although they had the different sauce, but the toys. Now they've even got what, Elio now? I guess the little toys from the cartoon. I haven't looked into that. I mean, it's basically the same meal, just a toy. I don't know. And yeah, there's a few things that are out now that I gotta take a look at. Bunch of new stuff just dropped like Monday, so I will go check that one out. And there are up and coming things too. Yeah, well, true. Yeah, I guess that would be kind of cool. I mean, I don't know. Give me the good old days when they actually had glass, collector's glasses, where they're actually made of glass. What was it? Flintstones and glasses from Burger King from back in the day, 2009, I think. And they're around here somewhere. But they were actually made of glass. Now they're all plastic or, you know, I don't know, printed things. So not quite the same. But, you know, guess the kids don't care. They just say, "Hey, can I get the dragon cup? Can I get the Minecraft meal with the plastic hamburger?" Oh, I don't know if it's a connection or if it's the actual YouTube. I'm actually waiting for the new OS coming out. Maybe that will that improve a little bit once that gets stabilized. I guess they're coming out with a 26, I believe. They're jumping from 18 to 26, so maybe once that goes, things will be a little more stable. Sometimes later at night, I'm getting a glitchy signal. I don't know, but yeah, I try to do it, and I still haven't figured out the reverse thing I tried. I don't know what's going on with that. It's definitely got to be a YouTube issue because only when I go live, when I do film my videos, they come out fine. Something to do with the front-facing camera and live streaming. It works fine doing backwards, so I don't know. I don't try to figure it out. Is that ours is not to do or ours is not to question why, ours is just to do or die. I think that's the classic quote. So what else? Hopefully you guys' weekend went well. I guess it was Father's Day over the weekend, and hopefully everybody had a decent Father's Day. I don't know if they did anything special, but always interesting things out there to look for, to try. And it has been nice here. We've been like in the 70s and 80s, so perfect weather right now. But I think it is going to start heating up as we get into July. I think it'll start getting into the 90s and might get up into the hot weather. I'm not really looking forward to that, but I know July and August tend to be super hot. So hopefully we can keep the cooler weather for right now. So what else? I'm trying to think. I've seen bits and pieces of things being released in the home market. Also, you know, the places are releasing a lot of new stuff. And Friday you will see a brand new place and a brand new video. So stay tuned for that one. Had to work on that one. And what else? I don't know, the one guy that was always here, he always liked to get it, and it's going to be a bagger review. And no, it's not Impossible Bagger. It's not a Beyond Bagger. And I didn't have to park my car. Well, technically I did, but yeah. A few other places around here that new places that are opening all the time. Some of the other places are coming out with new items. I did see some other new place that was opening. I'm trying to remember it, but I'll take a look for it. Still kind of reeling from the one earlier. Whoa. Surprised Beavis hasn't shown up. That was pretty. When you go to to check out bottles of the concentrated one, I think I did the Monster 3, the Monster Cube, the little concentrated version of that. Extra dry night was like $28 for a case, and it's getting harder and harder to find. And they used to have them at the Dollar Tree, but they stopped doing it. It was Rad Red and Mango, I think was the other one. But yeah, they kind of discontinued those. There are some new Monster flavors that are out, and haven't heard too much more about them. There are a couple other lots of different energy drinks on the market. Lots of different producers. They're always coming out with something new, and I'm gonna have to check some of them out. I think I'm gonna try and do like a homemade version. I've seen now you can get this creamer and then make your own dirty sodas. I guess that they have. What was it? Dirty. They got one dirty Dr. Pepper, and I think it's a dirty Fanta or orange cream or something like that. You can just get the creamer and add it to whatever Baja Blast or Dr. Pepper or Coke or whatever, I guess, and just make it a little bit dirty. I don't know. I guess, yeah, like 7-Up, Sprite. But some are actually specifically designed to go with different things, I guess. I know Taco Bell is doing it. I think KFC's got a new version of one that I may or may not have tried, but we'll stay tuned for that one. So yes, definitely different. So I was trying to think if there was anything like strange or unusual. I know I've heard Wendy's is coming out with a new item in a couple days. Taco Bell dropped a whole bunch of new stuff. Little Caesars, of course. I'm not real enthused about the Little Caesars. I may try it, but not in a big hurry. I know it's a tie-in to a movie. That seems to be the summer theme right now. Everybody's tying products into movies. How to Train Your Dragon from Burger King. Um, Wendy's got another one, and then McDonald's is doing Elio, a couple other movie themed things. So that's, I guess, a big summertime box office draw. And yeah, but they could at least have tried instead of just taking their regular ingredients and throwing it on there. Maybe they could have had a, I don't know, color changing pizza. um, I don't know. They could have figured it out. Fantastic Four. I know they one's a stretchy guy and the Invisible Girl and Human Torch. So they could have. Well, I guess that's what that. One's spicy, one's stretchy. I don't know how they would do the Invisible, but and then the Rock, the Thing. I guess that's the sausage. I mean, yeah, I don't know. They could have got a little creative. Who knows? But unfortunately, a lot of people don't get real creative. I know Burger King, they didn't really try. They just basically put it in a package. Called it How to Train Your Dragon Meal. They could have done so much more with that Whopper. They could have had hot peppers. They could have had hot nacho cheese. They could have had like molten nachos. I don't know. They could have done a lot of stuff, but they went with a red and red and orange bun. So I don't know. And then they could have had dragon meat. I don't know. They just so many different options they could have gone with. But I'm not a marketing genius, but if I had my way, I'd get a little more creative. But that's just me. Hi, Zig. What you doing? You want something? Do you want something? Coming to say hi? Yeah. I'll give you some food in a little bit. Yeah, he's over here checking stuff out. And he's been doing pretty good. Are you having fun, Zig? Tazzy's off. I don't know. Tazzy's off sleeping somewhere. I think he's on his chair. I was gonna try and film it earlier. They were fighting. Ziggy was getting Tazzy pretty good, and then after he lost, he started crying. So nothing new there. He loves to fight, but he doesn't like to lose, and he cries over it. But he starts it, don't you, Zig? I don't know why he just likes to pick on Tazzy. When Tazzy's minding his own business, he's all by himself, and Ziggy goes over there and messes with him. So I guess they're bored or whatever. I don't know. He wants attention. But yeah. So let's see what else. Hopefully, it's been doing good this week. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, see, I didn't know that they had this one. The back of these, they've got the different characters. It says dill, hot, garlic, and sour. All the pickles in a pouch. They used to have names for them, but now I think they just kind of went with the generic thing. Was it Garlic Gus, Hot Mama, and I think the regular one, I don't know if they had a name for it. I think it was just regular. And then Sour Sassy Sally, I think is what was one of the other flavors. I don't really remember. I just know you'd find them in like the deli section at your supermarket with all like the sandwiches or the pre-packed stuff. And they're actually pretty good. I mean, they're comparable to one of the containers, like either that. I know I cannot fix it. I don't know why. I have tried. But it is pickle in a pouch. I have tried. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay. But yeah, that definitely. And then I got pickle balls. Pickle balls. Plastic. Not too bad. Different alternative. Now, if you don't like dill pickles, though, then I guess you'd have to find something else. So, yeah, but that's what I'm having tonight. And I also have another one I did earlier. This one I had to send away for. It's the blue pickle warheads. It's Vlasic. These are Vlasic pickle balls. Yes, instead of cheese, they are pickle flavor. Dill pickle. No cheese at all, but actually pretty good. I like them. But if you're not a pickle with corn puffs, something like that, you do have a lot of different pickle products out there now. Walmart exclusive is the pickle ramen, dill pickle ramen. They actually had another one at regular Warheads pickle. This is the Warhead candy. And you put that one in there, and they got that coating on. But I think they've kind of actually toned all that. Continued a lot of the candies from when I was little. But I was able to review them. They said they discontinued they have another one. I think it's called Tongue Torturers or something like that, or kind of name Atomic Fireballs is no more. And they've toned down a lot of the Red Hots and the hot tamales. I guess they were a little too intense for some people. And they got rid of the cinnamon Jolly Ranchers, and I'm so bummed. I wanted to find them, and they stopped making them. You cannot find them. You can't even find them, like, in on eBay or anything. They discontinued them. I think it was, like I said, like 2022 or something like that. Along with the peach, can't find peach Jolly Ranchers, or you cannot find the cinnamon Jolly Ranchers. They have all the other ones, but yeah, I don't understand it. Yeah, I guess you can make your own. Pour a little bit of pickles in your ramen, I guess, or even boil up a little bit of pickle juice instead of water. That might be that might be a different change. But they're actually, yeah, that's the new flavor for this year. I know they did the s'mores, they did the breakfast ramen, they did the everything bagel ramens. I actually still have some of those, but they're always putting out strange cup of noodles, strange things. I think they're like Walmart exclusive. I've been seeing about their dill pickle ramen. So yeah, if you want it, guess you could try it. I haven't seen it in the stores yet, and I will keep an eye out for it. But they also have all kinds of. If you go to like a an Asian market or Daiso store or something, they have a lot of weird ramen flavors, Kit Kat flavors, definitely. I haven't been to the Daiso store in quite a while, so I've been finding stuff online. So always on the lookout for something interesting or unique. Different candies, different drinks, chips, flavors, all kinds of weird, strange stuff. And I got a lot of a lot of stuff that's gonna be floating around. So hopefully that'll. And, so what else? And on that, by probably weekend earlier, doing like I said, doing a couple of reviews, and I wanted to go on see what you guys are up to. Normally, I don't go like during the middle of the week, but thought I would go. Um, I know sometimes on the weekend when you guys don't have to work, you guys can stay up a little bit later. So that I kind of understand that. Let's see what else. Um, that I've got in the past a chamoy pickle, Warheads pickles. I got one a cherry pickle. Oh, what else do they have? Tapatio. I've tried that. There was all kinds of different regular Warheads pickle, hot ones, all kinds of different ones. Actually, I ordered two different ones, but one of them was out of stock, so I'm only going to be getting one of them. Eventually that'll come in, but yeah, they got a lot of pickle in a pouch. I like to use them when I make cheeseburger pizza, homemade cheeseburger pizza. That's actually pretty easy. Just take pizza dough, ketchup and mayo as a sauce, and you put some ground beef, cheese, sliced onions, and slice up a pickle. Yeah, but see, the only trouble is I need a couple of people for the trivia or trivia night. I can't do it with like one or two people, so I would have to, I don't know, plan a time or go earlier in the day when people could come out and hang out. I know it's already late. East Coast has already gone to sleep, especially during the middle of the week. But yeah, I still have trivia. I get I think I get regular trivia, and I get the food trivia and kinds of different stuff. So maybe one day when I get a little bit of um, a little bit of an audience, and we can have a little bit of fun and do a little bit of trivia. But like I said, tonight was just going on here, having a little bit of pickle time, I guess. Yeah, yeah. I actually have a couple of food trivia. I got regular Trivia Pursuit. I think I had yeah, there were some other 80. I think I had 80s trivia. I don't remember all the ones. I've got a whole drawer full of trivia. But like I said, it's more fun with more than a bunch of people. That way, people can answer. And with the technical issues, sometimes I think it lags a little bit. So I don't know. Maybe if I get a stable connection, I'm not sure what's going on with it. And like I said, I think all this stuff is why it's reversed. I don't know. And it's got to be something with YouTube software. Because if I upload a video, it comes out perfect. And I have tried it. I've tried to reverse it. I've tried to put it in the thing. I've rebooted. I've reloaded the software. See, I don't do Streamlabs, so I'm on my phone. That's the problem. When I film on my phone, when I do a video or a picture, it is actually reversed, but when it records it, it reverses the image. I have tried it, and I've tried to do it where it said mirror image the front camera, but then when I change that and I go into the live, it still comes out backwards. And I've actually told it to reverse the image for the rotation and do the horizontal and the vertical. I don't know what's going on. I was actually looking. I could not figure it out. I couldn't get a specific answer why using the front face flips it around for live video and trying to figure it out until about a couple of months ago. Not about the software, and they just don't want to. I don't know. That the other day, I flipped the thing around. I was recording the Jack in the Box video, and after I did it, I noticed that when it saved it, it was flipped. How did it? Not to do a mirror image of the front-facing camera, so it recorded everything backwards. So yeah, but that's after the rear camera works fine. That's the weird part. If I flip it to the, I don't know, maybe I could work on two, flip it around and have another. Maybe once this new software comes out, I think it's coming out in a week or two. Apparently, they're cutting off support on. I think it's like the new software, or 12. I think it's 12 and below. So, which kind of sucks. I mean, the people that have their old phones and they're all like, they work fine. They won't get the newest and the latest and the greatest. But that's always the way. I always want you to buy new ones. I don't know. See, I'm not an Android person, so I don't really know about Android. So I'm not sure how that works. But for now, I'm just going with it. Minor inconvenience. And I understand it's really hard to read everything backwards. But it is what it is. So what else? Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the Popeyes wraps video. I was extremely disappointed with that one. They always screw me up. Popeyes is always screwing me up because I got the wraps, and you had to go get the exclusive to get the blackened wraps. You have to do it on the app. It's an exclusive app order. I put in my app order, And when I got it, it was not the blackened one, it was the regular one. And I was like, man, that stinks. Made a specific um, order, and I told them to do the blackened one, and it's not what I got. So, anyways, that was a little bit weak. But now I've heard that Taco Bell's got wraps or tacos, or I guess kind of equivalent of a wrap. And of course, Burger King. They're all trying to cash in before McDonald's does. And I think the July 13th or something like that, they're going to bring the wraps back to McDonald's. I don't know why everybody's flipping out over a chicken tender wrapped in a tortilla. I mean, you could do it yourself, but I guess that's the thing. It was a chicken sandwich wars not too long ago. Everybody was putting out their chicken sandwich, trying to outdo each other. Popeyes put the original one out, and then everybody else. Yeah, I'm not real impressed with the Popeyes right now. Almost every time I go there, I either have an issue or, yeah. When I had to wait, that was the thing. I had to wait 20 minutes to get to get my wraps, and they screwed them up. It's like, gotta be kidding me. I ordered on the app. I waited in the line for like 10 minutes to get to the order to tell them that I'd ordered it online. And then they said, okay, here's your drink. Go sit over there. And then like 20 minutes later, they brought me my order, and it was wrong. It's like crap. Yeah, the fried apple pies. I liked, believe it or not, I liked their pickle lemonade. That one was actually not too bad. The rest of the pickle stuff, but yeah, Popeyes is not my ideal choice right now. In fact, I think if I had a choice now, I went the other day. I went to Dave's Hot Chicken. I think I might go back there again, as opposed to um, Popeyes. A drive-through, so you got to go inside and check it out. And you get the trouble is they do not have what you're different order, but it was actually too bad. Not too bad. That's just open. So, things. But yeah, I'm not. I don't know Popeyes, and where my Popeyes is really tough to get in and out of. Through the can't get to it one way. You gotta like do a U-turn, and you gotta do all this crazy stuff to get in there. So, yeah, go figure. I don't know. I don't know. I guess they have a little bit better. Some people go by Burger King. Yeah, and if you're gonna plan it ahead of time, so they like a Korean. Yeah, I wish we had a lot of the other ones, but we don't have the. I know I was out one time and I tried the crispy, crunchy chicken that was actually inside of a gas station. So, but always looking for that'll come out soon. Probably not till probably not till the winter. And interesting things. Try not to drink there at night. Crazy, or the still got a lot of that Sprite and tea left. Apparently, it is out now. I was thinking about having having it sent, but they wanted shipping for one bottle of dragon fruit. Frostbite at Walmart exclusive. Not the best area, so I'll just I'll keep my eye out for it. See what that was weird. Canada's got the they changed the name of exclusive flavors or exclusive uh product. Sour, sweet lime, and so I know that you get them imported. Although now you can get the chips from uh, Korea or Japan. Some of these different ones. What else did they? This one now is a magic masala. I haven't found that one. I know they have the red Thai. It's another exclusive one. And they came out with all the different Lay's flavor. I finally tried all of them. Garlic, the garlic bread, Korean fried chicken, and the Valentine. Apparently, the people have voted the grilled cheese and bacon. I thought the other two flavors. So the winner is. I know that they did that. They had the and I think there was another one that they actually had the one that if you liked and tried the grilled cheese. This last one was just not my favorite one. I think out of all the ones, I liked the Valentine and lime that had at least had the most flavor. The Korean fried chicken was okay. Um, yeah, but who knows? They're always coming out with different flavors and different versions. I don't think they're doing very good marketing though. That's the problem. I don't know who's taste testing all these and why they like that one more than the other ones. I watched a few reviews, people that said pretty much the same thing, that they tasted the grilled cheese, but they really didn't taste the bacon. So who knows? I don't know. They just went light on the flavor. Guess they'll come out with some other new chip flavor in the future. I know that they were taking submissions for them. Remember they were saying, submit your wild flavors and we'll see about putting them together. I think I did one. The one time I voted, I actually voted for pretty close to what the winner was. I think it was like garlic. I think I did like buttered garlic toast, and I think it was like garlic cheese toast. It was the actual winner. So I was like real close to it, but um, yeah, I don't know how they pick it or what the actual winner got, but they always have a contest or a naming contest or come up with the new flavors. I don't know anybody that's actually won them, but okay. And sometimes they come up with these wild flavors or strange ones from other countries. Some of them I've actually tried, and some of them were not good. I'm telling you. I still got a bunch of I still got a bunch of different ones going to be coming up that were strange, strange imports from like Korea or Japan. What did I try? The one chicken feet, chicken feet and lemon, and then what was the one fried squid eggs. I tried that one. What else did I try? I tried a whole bunch of weird ones. Wagyu beef, barbecued, fried chicken flavor. I tried the octopus one. That was different. I didn't I didn't hate it, but I didn't really like it. What else did I? They had seaweed. They had just all kinds of just strange flavors. So I don't know why. I guess overseas that's a delicacy or that's something that they like, so they kind of make the flavors to them. I guess it's kind of like here they want to put out different flavors for us, strange combos. But yeah, just go down to your Asian market, look down the chip aisle. They've got all kinds of strange combos, strange flavors. I don't know. I think sometimes simple is easy. Like just cheddar or sour cream and chive or regular barbecue, not all the different ones they got that is basically simple barbecue. In a hot barbecue. What was that other one they had there? Barbecue. Flaming hot cheddar barbecue. That's a new flavor. So you want to go for that one? Hi, Ziggy. What you doing? You coming to say hi? Aw. What you doing? Okay. Bye. Ziggy came over, said hi. Looking it out. Yeah. He's been pretty good lately. Although he's now what he wants to eat. So yeah, I'll get you stuff in a little while. But meantime, he's got regular stuff to check out, different things. Every once in a while, I give him. He likes McDonald's. He does not like Burger King. Oh, Ted. Oh, Ziggy. You don't like Burger King. He likes mac and cheese though. I gave him mac and cheese the other day. He was eating mac. I guess he likes the cheese. There we go. That hat's dying. All right, so no, you don't want a pickle. I'll feed you in a little bit. Um, so let's see what else. Yeah, that's about it. I just mostly wanted to just hang out with you guys, see what's up, chat with it. Like I said, and I know this, but I'll hang out for a little while longer. I'm gonna pretty much call it Zig. You don't want a pickle. um, all right, you going? Hmm. They do have one that I I couldn't eat it was the it was double spit pickle. That was like super hot. And that was like extremely hot. Um, the extremely hot. What I call them wickle, wickles, cool lickles, whereas cool sickles, whereas like pickles with Kool-Aid in them. Kool-Aid mix a bit. I think Walmart actually had a brand of called Trop Pickles, where they Kool-Aid in the mix and it kind of infused its flavor into it. I mean, you could do that yourself in the jar. I don't know. It kind of makes it taste a little bit different. Wanted to, I guess you could do the sweet pickles, but it would be neutral, and then you're adding, tropical punch or cherry or flavor to it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. But anyway, you've got all kinds of different pickles and pickle recipes. I have to see if I can find one. I don't think that's about good for tonight. I got a lot of. So appreciate you guys just hanging out a little bit tonight. Nothing real wild tonight. So stay tuned for the regular upload. It's gonna come out in a little. I will definitely. Thanks for chatting. Appreciate it. Stay tuned for the regular stuff, and hopefully, yeah, we'll find something new.